and welcome back to the Woodland Airsoft channel. In today's video I have a kind of a big surprise here. Jackal Tactical sent me a box, and well, we're going to do an unboxing. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So we got a little bit of paper here, and already we can see what we got here. Let's get that box out of here, and here we are. So this is the LevAR15. Been really excited to check out this gun. I don't have it, and yeah, so let's give it a look here. Let's open it up. Looks like everything should be good here. Looks like we have some sort of owner's manual or booklet here. Actually, I think this is a catalog from just giving it a little look here. Yeah. Looks like just some of the stuff G&G sells. We'll just put that to the side for now. And then we have some warranties, which we'll also just put to the side for now. So, it looks like they have a nice little bit of foam here to protect it, make sure it doesn't get scuffed up or anything. It comes with a black flash hider in the box, it looks like here. So, that's really cool. Very nice looking. We'll set that to the side. This part I think is just really aesthetically pleasing, but this is the buttstock edition, which adds the mock bullets here. So we'll also open it up real quick. Wow, these look phenomenal. Very, very cool. Honestly, I wish more stuff had little details like that. And let's just go ahead and get it out of the box here. And we'll just get rid of that box. So first impressions on weight, it feels phenomenal. Much bigger
That's what she said.
I thought it was going to be. And there's the mag coming out, which I heard was a complaint. I didn't even mean for that to happen, so kind of already attesting to the mag releases on this thing are insane. Mag release is super easy to accidentally press. It looks like it's right here. So, you know, if you have a gloved hand, you can almost knock that out, and or just like, even if you're pulling the trigger, you could, it looks like you could easily accidentally knock that out. Looks like your mag here has a follow-up thing to make sure all your BBs get used, but for testing and showcase, it's kind of hard to get back in because you have to push it back down. But yeah, you could very easily press this on accident. It looks like your mag release up here, I don't know where else at the moment. I think this one is one too. So it has at least 3 very visible mag releases. So yeah, a little excessive, just first impression. So we're just gonna leave the mag out for now. So yeah. Looks like we have some flip up iron sights. That's cool. And then you got your fiber optics there as well. Those will end up, for me, being covered in paint, so it doesn't really matter that much. The lever, I know some people are going to be excited to see this, so just close shot on how that mock bullet looks sliding back and all that. Looks very, very nice. Yeah, looks like they have a lot of extra lubricant or grease there. Let's hear the dry fire sound. Yeah, super quiet because you're just using your gas. There's no big piston moving or anything. So yeah, really cool. A lot heavier than I thought it would be. Just gonna make putting anything on it insane. And like using this your stock brace here, wow, like this is, I was thinking about putting a suppressor on this and I'm not even sure anymore. Just like looking at it like this, and then even with an optic I was going to put a variable scope on the back here, and gonna have to rethink that a little bit because this is crazy long. Honestly, I know they make a shorter version, it's the LevAR15. I wouldn't be too adverse to choosing that over this, just for if you're going to add like a suppressor or like a Bifrost, a tracer unit of some sort. That might not be a terrible idea, because boy oh boy, this is a long one.
That's what she said!
So yeah, that's just some first impressions real quick. The lever is super satisfying to use. In case you didn't know, you can use any M4 mag in this, supposedly. So that's EMP1 mag I have right here, and it fits very well. And we just demonstrated that both of these are mag releases, so we'll just go ahead and test that side. Yeah, they're all, you have 3 very simple, easy to use mag releases. A little worried about how easy this one is. Like, yeah, it's super easy and nice to just feel like if you were out, bam, pop it out, drop, reload. That is nice, but I don't know how I feel about so many points that are going to open up. Now, one thing I am noticing here, and maybe some of you will comment in the comment section and correct me, like you did with the SSR77 video about that you had to pull the trigger all the way back for full auto. Thank you for that. Found it out very quickly, but didn't bother to put it in the video because I was already done with it. But one thing I'm noticing is every time you rack with your lever here, it's opening your dust cover, which don't know if there's a lock or something, because that's kind of annoying. I don't know if you're just supposed to leave it open all the time, which is, I guess, something that's interesting. Not seeing an obvious locking mechanism anywhere on it here, but yeah, yeah, so that's something. For those that don't know, your gas intake is here on the bottom, and this is where you'll just put your green gas, propane, black, red, whatever gas you're using, it'll go in here, and then this is your gas reservoir. If you watched Jet Desert Fox's unboxing and review on this, he talked about there were some issues apparently with this blowing up and such, very easily, like breaking. This is the redacted version, so they took it back, fixed it, and that should be all good, according to what I've seen about G&G and what they've done with this. So, want to go into a few other things. I'm not going to bother like chronoing and all that, because being green gas and all that, it's going to be different for everyone. Also, right now here in Fort Ashby, West Virginia, it's super cold, and there's literally snow on the ground. It's flurrying right now outside, so green gas isn't going to do too hot in the cold. So we're not going to bother with that. You can do your own independent research and figure out what it is, but I'm sure it holds up fine. So the other thing I want to do is go ahead and maybe attach this. I don't know, I might wait because I think I want to paint this first, but I do want to go into one more little thing here. So we have another small unboxing on top of this. I know someone complained in a previous video about my knives not being sharp enough. Hopefully that is a lot sharper. So this is obviously from Novridge. Open it up real quick, see if there's a patch I don't have or something. Oh, this is cool. So they had the patch here stuck to this little booklet here. So it's neat, and you got to take it off, and they have like little letter here explaining their academy and a little bit about their team. Cool. This is new. I haven't gotten one of these. I mean, they used to do like the little letter and it had the patch in it, but this is kind of neat, this setup here. So we'll set that off to the side. Oh, nice. Wow. They've really changed what you get. Like this has cool. Little booklet here explaining like a checklist for certain events, certain types of games, milsim, and wow, yeah, that's really cool. Neat. We'll set that off to the side. Stickers, and yeah, so. But let's get into the actual box here. Sorry, I digress. So we have two things here. There you go. I use this grip a lot. I like that it's very sleek. It feels nice in the hand.
That's what she said.
Lightweight, and I've tossed it on pretty much everything I use. Just gives a nice point to go back to when using something. And then, of course, I've already done a video on this, which I'll toss up there right now real quick. But this is the Smoky Wolf. I already own one, which I have to say when I first bought it, it was like ridiculously expensive. I think it was like $300 when I bought it from Silo. I actually dealt with a lot of issues with his company. When I got it, it was broken, the first one. Not the device itself, which I kind of want to show real quick because I didn't show it in the last video. But the device is actually much smaller than the unit here. When you open it up, it has a little owner's manual that I just tossed over there. Lots of fun Chinese. You could please fill with liquid before use, it says. And you could get that tattooed. That'd be a really cool, unique, authentic tattoo. But it was broken. The metal had cracked for the shell here, and it broke. And I have it in pieces over there on my desk. And I emailed their team about like, hey, could you guys just send me a new, like, just the case here, and I'll just fix it. And they were like, no, we won't do that. Long story short, I had to like get a refund, and I ended up creating my Viper flash hider and just modified the one from the Bifrost to fit this unit because they are almost the exact same size. So this is your unit, and if you have a Bifrost, it is literally pretty much the same size as the Bifrost unit. So just modified my Viper shell and slid this into it essentially.
That's what she said.
Super easy to use. You just open up that little rubber cap, you just pop it out, and you'll fill it with liquid. Here they have your liquid that they provide underneath, and it's really cool. It has, and you'll want to keep these bottles, at least one, for refilling down the road, because it has a little nozzle that will slide down in there. It has a nice little rubber cap, and you will fill this chamber, the Smoky Wolf chamber, from empty to full. Do be patient with it. It's like a slow moving liquid in here, and it tends to bubble and all that, so kind of give it a little bit of a toss and a turn here and make sure it's full. It does seem to use it very slowly. And one thing I'll also notice, these buttons down here are pretty fragile. They're meant to be pushed in, but they created these little like groove channels, and you can like slide them down and pretty much snap them, which in my opinion is a poor design. So yep, you get two of these little bottles, they come in it, and then you get a USB-C cable right there. But for people that like to spray paint their stuff like me, it's really easy to do because you can just toss that unit out because you don't need to spray paint it, and there's a spring, and that's all that holds it in here. So if you're into 3D printing stuff like plastic or like my aluminum 3D prints, I mean, you could drastically change the size of this, and you don't need this length.
That's what she said.
It's actually pretty impressive though that this tube, because your spring is in this half here, almost 3/4 of it really, and this is just taking up the last little bit, and it's tensioned in so it doesn't wobble with the spring. But it's really impressive that the BB, because I've had issues with suppressors, like foam suppressors and all that, and even my first flash hider Viper thing I did, it was, I think it was 7 or 8 millimeters was the hole diameter, and it was still hitting the roof of the mouth, and I was having tons of issues. I had to change it to, I think I went with 10 or 12 millimeters just because it's safer that way. I didn't want any interference. It's just aesthetic. But yeah, so you can take that out, which I'll do because I'm going to paint all this, and then you can just close it up, and boom. Just super easy to now paint. It's just a tube. So yeah, yeah. Let's take a break for a minute and get this all painted, and I'll show you how I'm going to outfit it, and you all can decide what you want to do. Give me suggestions. This is a very long gun, really cool looking, very satisfying. Like the lever is just, you just want to keep doing it. Like,
that's what she said.
Over and over and over. So that's really cool. Does have a little bit of side wobble, not a ton, but just a little. Yeah. So I'm gonna get back with you all in a second, and we're gonna have this painted. So, and here we are. So now it is all painted and ready to go. I would still like to do, if you've seen any of my other paint jobs or other riffs I use, I usually do like a paracord on both the sides just for like a little bit of texture and personality, character, all that jazz. But yeah, here it is. We'll do a nice overhead shot of the whole thing here. But yeah, really easy to paint, really cool. Just make sure you tape off your gas inlet here. Other than that, there's really nowhere else to tape. I mean, just tape what you want. Something cool I discovered though while I was doing this is that these little mock bullets are removable. They just pop out, which makes painting the holder here just very easy and simple. So yeah, here we are. We got a scope on it, the Smoky Wolf, the grip I said I was going to put on it, and a little bit of gun tape here and there just to add some color and personality, for just to go with my theme, how I like to do things. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I didn't notice anything else. There's a few, well, I say a few, there's a lot of QD attachment points. There's one here, same on the flip side. Lots of rail space, and overall super nice. Still easy to use. Now I have a scope line up that works for me and my cheek weld. You can adjust this. There's some holes on the back here, and there's different sections. You can mount this further back, in the middle, closest up. For me, I need it further up because this is as far back as my scope can go. I will say, with the stock being so long,
that's what she said.
I do sort of wish there was a way to get your scope a little further back, because it feels far away for me if you don't have like really nice eye relief. But this is the 1 to 4 times Noveridge variable scope. Yeah, I think that's it. I know this isn't like a super detailed video talking about like what is within the gun and like functionality and all that. I plan to do that later in like a gameplay video. I just don't want to give any false information about it, so right now it's just me literally opening it up, looking at it, being like, oh, that's what that is. That's a mag release. That's a QD attach point. There's your gas intake. Just simple things like that. Very raw, and being like, oh, this does nothing, which most of the time they don't. So yeah, it's definitely a very long rifle. I'm trying to get the whole thing in here.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it is extremely long. I believe I watched another YouTuber who said you could take these off, these mag releases, which I'm not gonna lie, I might do, because I'm really worried about hitting this one. I don't know why they put it there. Like, yes, it is a lot easier to release your mag from there, but it's not that hard to use the other ones. Like yeah, you can't physically reach the one way up there, but if you're using this hand to stabilize, it's not that bad to just come back, hit this one, and drop it down. Honestly, I would have even been happier if maybe this was a little longer on this side, a little easier, because this button is a little difficult to hit. And then yeah, here's your safety and fire. I did notice a little notch behind the trigger here. I've kind of covered it with gun tape. I think it's another safety point, but we're not gonna mess with that. I don't think I need it. I don't tend to use my stuff on anything other than like what it's used for, to go play a game, and then I want to shoot, obviously. But yeah, I definitely plan to do a gameplay video with this. Like I said, probably won't be till the spring or summer, if that. Very excited to try it out. It is a very big gun and looks fun. It's actually not too heavy. It's just very long and kind of the end's a little heavy, which doing YouTube and all that, I'm a little worried about running, you know, a scope camera, reverse camera on it, especially way out there. I might bring it back. I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that yet. But to wrap this video up, thank you for watching. If you've watched this far, I really do appreciate it. Little side note, I really wish more companies and models had a way to like add this to it. I just think it looks really cool to have the mock bullets. Like, that's just such a really cool detail. Same with the one that's in the hop-up chamber. Super, super cool. I love that. I love that they took the time to do that with their design here. And yeah, probably never going to be a main rifle, especially with the mags they use. I know I said I was going to wrap it up, but I really want to talk about this. I hate mags like this. The SSR 63 A3, I think it is, it has mags like this. I don't know what type of pouch you put them in, and maybe you all can tell me, but I just can't find a way to use them efficiently. Maybe I've been using M4 too long, and I like just being able to like use the taco mags, essentially just like shove it in, shove it out, and just go to town there and be super efficient. But these like don't fit in anything. They're really annoying, which is why I like that you can use any M4 mag with it. But it does look really, it takes away from, like, this looks amazing. It looks like a really cool, like, western, sci-fi, like, bounty hunter sniper rifle. And then if you have, like, a big mag stick out, it's almost like the people that take, like, your standard pistols and do, like, an M4 adapter on it. It looks janky. No offense. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Like I said, it's just kind of an honest unboxing, just simple. I don't pretend I know a lot about airsoft guns. I don't. I really don't. I just like shooting them, and I like to believe I'm a good shot, and I'm good at the sport itself, but I don't know much about really what makes them work. I've taken a few apart. I've done a few upgrades and modifications over the years, and I haven't broken anything yet. But that could change any day now. I sort of do want to show one last thing. So, one sec. We're gonna... Speaking of Jackal Tactical real quick, they're the ones that sent me the LevAR15. They did a giveaway recently for Christmas. I've never won a raffle in my life, but I won this. Just the AP01, I added this stock optic silencer bit, and I did the TDC upgrade from Trudeau's Designs. Honestly, everything here is from Trudeau's, all the upgrades pretty much. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for them doing this. It's really cool. I've never, like I said, never won anything before. So I had fun tricking it out and, you know, making something fun with an AP01. I would like to say in the comments real quick, if you guys could let me know if I'm just not filling it right. But like when I fill these gas mags it came with, well, I fill it upside down, which is how I've always been told to fill like green gas mags, and I'll only get like half the mag worth of shots. Like, I don't get the full mag, which is very strange to me because I can definitely hear it filling up. It stops filling. I don't know if this is just not a very gas efficient pistol or what, but tell me what y'all think. And again, huge shout out and thank you to Jackal Tactical for having the raffle. I know you didn't pick me, but this was really cool. And I did mention in the comments in there I might give it away. Still debating if I'm going to do that, especially since I got carried away. Once it arrived, I was excited. I've never wanted anything before, and it showed up. I was like, oh, like, I kind of wanted to just upgrade the heck out of it. So what I might do is, this might be one of my loaner guns that I just like use for people that help assist me in like TTT videos or just any video I try to do for content purposes, and it'll never be something I really use. But yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much the whole video. So thank you for watching it if you've made it this far, and I'll see you next time.